Howdy, everybody. I am RJ Smith, and this thing of ours is called Crazy News Reacts, where I find the craziest, nuttiest, most ridiculous news stories and bring them to you every day at midnight. We're up to 900 subscribers as of today, but we hit that 1,000, we're going to go live stream. Getting really close, guys. So today, what I've got for you is bad news. If you like going to Jamaica, the United States government has raised its travel alert to a level 3, which is pretty bad, just days after it raised the Bahamas level to 2. Now, this is all coming after dozens of recent murders in both Caribbean nations. So the State Department is urging Americans, that's you and me, to reconsider visiting these two tropical nations. And they're saying it's due to crime and the lack of adequate medical care. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much. You guys are so loyal. And I gotta say, I appreciate the Starbucks you guys buy me. The links, if you want to buy me a coffee, the links are down in the channel description, buymeacoffee.com. I would love that because these episodes do take quite a while to get together. And I'm old. I need to stay awake. Okay, so without further ado, let's get going. There have been a spate of deaths in Jamaica and the Bahamas, and that's what this story is really about. So let's check it out.
Tonight, two of the most beautiful destinations in the Caribbean now clouded by a stark warning from the U.S. government amid a rise in violent crime. The State Department bumping up the advisory level from 2 to 3 in Jamaica, urging Americans to reconsider travel there, and updating a level 2 advisory in the Bahamas, telling tourists to exercise extreme caution. Those security alerts are a response to reports of violent crime on the islands. 65 murders in Jamaica and 18 murders in the Bahamas reported since January 1st of 2024.
And that's some scary stuff, right? I mean, holy crap. You know, over 1 million Americans have traveled to Jamaica just in the first 6 months of 2024. And that's up more than 4.5%. Now we're learning that more than 65 deaths have occurred in the last 4 weeks. Stunning. And the Bahamas has seen more than 650,000 U.S. tourists this year. And that's down 2.8% when compared to last year. Both nations are struggling with safety concerns at hotels, tourists being murdered, dying in whirlpools. It's just not a safe look for these two countries right now. You know, and hey, it's summertime when most Americans book their travel, cruises, and all kinds of stuff to these Caribbean nations. Let's continue.
The U.S. Embassy in Jamaica warning of home invasions, armed robberies, sexual assaults, and homicides, detailing that sexual assaults occur frequently, even at the all-inclusive resorts, and that local police do not respond effectively to serious incidents. In light of these startling numbers, the island's police force increasing patrols and adding officers.
We exceed 1,200 police officers joining the force per year, which of course now means that we are actually growing the force.
One of the Americans who loves the Bahamas. I've been there maybe 24 times. One of my favorite places is Paradise Island on Nassau. Jamaica, I've never gone because I've always heard of the violence. Despite people dying by accidents, in Jamaica, the State Department is now warning all American tourists that violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, and homicides are now commonplace.
The U.S. Embassy in the Bahamas alerting visitors that murders have occurred at all hours, including in broad daylight in the streets, pointing to retaliatory gang violence as the primary motive.
The persistent cycle of violence and crime has been a dark cloud over our nation.
But the Bahamas foreign minister still encouraging travelers to visit, saying in part, while we acknowledge that states have a right to inform their citizens traveling abroad about potential risks, we do not believe that there is any elevated or increased security risks to tourists traveling to the Bahamas. Cherie McAlpine, a San Francisco resident who has been traveling to the Bahamas with her family for years, still plans to visit the Bahamas in the coming weeks.
I will absolutely be more vigilant.
And it's important to keep in mind when it comes to the Bahamas that a level 2 advisory is the same that the Department of State has given to places like France, the United Kingdom, and Italy, all destinations frequently visited by Americans who, of course, take the necessary precautions.
And to top it off, sexual assault, rape occurs frequently, the State Department says, including, get this, at those all-inclusive resorts we all like visiting. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you coming by. Hit the like and subscribe. And hey, comment and share. I'd love to have your interaction. And if you want to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com, the link is in the channel description. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.